QuailOS.com. Welcome to the live stream.
Hey guys, my name is Christian and I'm with Undique. That's the company behind Quail OS. Welcome to the live stream. I do a quick technical check. Am I actually live? We'll find out. It should be live. We'll figure that out in 1 second, I guess, because there's always a little lag. So let's have a look. I hope you guys had a happy Easter. Yeah, we are up and running. Yeah, here it was a crazy Easter time. But let's get started. I want to show you a little bit. I know that title today is catchy. How I made $800 with 48 quail eggs in 6 weeks. People might think this is clickbait. I promise you it's not. So I will just show you how it was done. And then you judge for yourself, I guess. Right? Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna disappear down here. You see me still? Yes. Okay. So, by the way, if you have any questions, I try to keep an eye on the live chat, but in case I miss it, I'll get back to you and I'll show you later in the live stream how you get support in case you need help with this software. So Quail OS, what is it? That's my brainchild. QuailOS.com. Comes from that I'm a quail breeder. I'm in the quail business in 6 years now. But Quail OS is not just for quail, it's also for anything your farm needs. So you can, you know, manage your flock with chicken, ducks. And what I show you now for rentthehatch.com, which is part of Quail OS, that works with chicken as well. So, but we gave the name Quail OS to give that little bird a bit extra honor. But now I show you how I made $800 for my a small farm here in New Jersey. For some work, of course, I needed to do, and I made a lot of families happy. So let's dive into it. How it works? It's simple. The customer, like my customer, or if you're a farm, it could be your customer too. They found us through a Facebook post. I made a raffle. I raffled away a hatching experience and made one family very happy. And that Facebook post brought me new customers. So this is how I do my marketing. I want to give back to the community by raffling off an experience. And when I say experience, what is the experience actually? So let's look into it. Here on the website, there's a little description how it works, right? So with my quail farm, of course, we do, you know, a ton of different things like shipping hatching eggs and sell locally chicks and all that good stuff. But we also want to provide educational experience, and that's how Rent a Hatch was born. And Rent a Hatch, I built that website about a year ago, and when I launched Quail OS this year, I figured that needs to come together. And I built it with my with keeping you in mind. If you have a farm as well, we know how it is on a farm. Life is expensive and maintaining a farm is expensive, right? With fuel prices going up and everything. I kept that in mind, and I want to give you guys an opportunity to make extra money on your farm as well. And not every farmer is a great website builder. Let's face it, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. And that's why I show you today how you can set up your own rental program, just like I did, and make money with it as well to help with the feed cost, with the maintenance equipment, and also make a small profit for your farm. I mean, you know, we are not just in for the fresh eggs, right? So let's get started. The rental program itself, so if you are a family watching and you're in the Bridgewater area, you can book that straight away and you get to meet me in person. So this is all live. With Rent a Hatch, we basically offer a hatching program, right? So our customers, they can select the hatching kit for either quail or chicken. They reserve it here on the website. The farm supply all the hatching supplies, which is an incubator, a brooding box, right? I'm going to show you that later. And there's some more training videos as well on that. I will show you also where you find them if you're a farm. And for our customers as well, they have a customer login here where there is a online course with videos and all that good stuff. But basically, the family books it, they pick it up, they monitor first the incubation, right? We supply a little Groovy thermostat here on our farm, for example, with it. And then hatching begins, right? And I make sure I give the families or teachers, when they do it in the classroom, for example, support via text messages or email. And after, depending what type of quail you as a farm want to offer, if it's button quail or the standard quail, or if it's chicken, right? After the incubation period ends, then the hatching begins. It's exciting time for the family, right? And they get support throughout that, because you probably remember when you were first time hatching eggs, you're like, oh my God, one hatched, what about the others? You get a little nervous about it, and I see that all the time. And I enjoy giving support in regards to that. And I just had 4 experiences now this last 6 weeks, and I have one coming up next week. So for the family, it's great. The chicks emerge, the chicks run around. Then they transfer them into the brooder. We have in our training here in the customer login videos on how the brooder needs to be set up. And for you as a farm as well, what needs to be in there, right? We try to use heating plates rather than heating lamps to make it safe for the kids and stuff, that they don't burn their little fingers there. And then the family basically nurtures the chicks for up to a week. So the entire rental experience is 30 days from start of incubation when they pick it up until they bring back the chicks. The customers of Rent-A-Hatch, the families, they do have the option to adopt and keep the chicks. Of course, they return the incubator and the brooding box and all that. But they can keep the chicks, or they bring the chicks back to the farm as well, right? And I see some people have alarm bells going up. Oh my God, biosecurity, MPIP, oh my God. Number one, you supplied those eggs, right? So you're not using any other eggs for that rental experience. That's why I said I made $800 with 48 of my own eggs, right? Because I supply typically 12 quail eggs in a rental experience. If it's like January, February, you know, sometimes I throw in some extra eggs just to make sure there's enough chicks running around. If I'm not too sure about the hatch rate or, you know, but in general, I supply 12 quail eggs with it. And the families have the option, if they really felt in love with it and they have the space and they're willing to do that, they can keep the birds. On my farm, I even, you know, allow it that I sex them for them, so they can only keep the girls if they only want to have eggs and just return the roosters, for example. That's up to you as a farm to decide what you want to offer, and I show you how you can configure that online. And then, otherwise they bring it back. So once they bring the chicks back, you can integrate them back to your flock. Of course, biosecurity, now you have to think about it, right? Those chicks, they've been somewhere in a house or in an apartment, right? You give a biosecurity briefing when the customer is picking up the chicks or the eggs, actually. You give a biosecurity briefing, you know, to wash and disinfect hands before and after handling any chicks or eggs. So it's not like those, you know, those birds which come back to your flock were out in the wild. They were not on another farm. They've been in a house, in a classroom, in a family apartment, right? And so from a biosecurity perspective, I do have 2 setups. So I kind of keep one setup for the returns, and once 30 days, you know, are over, then they go back to the main setup. Depends how you want to do that, right? But we offer that people can give back the chicks just to do the experience and teach their children how you know, birds hatch, right? And it's great for teachers as well. So that's number 7. And then reset, right? Obviously it's eco-friendly. We as a farm take care of cleaning the equipment, and then the kit is ready to go out again after checking everything is fine, technically working, and has been sanitized. And so for the families, it's an awesome experience. They see how it's working. They might have to deal with things like, you know, one chick is running around in the incubator knocking over the other eggs, right? And say, oh, that's the bully. One family recently told me they called the first quail which was hatching, they called him Brian, but because he was the first one. And so for the families, it's a great experience, and for you as a farm, it's a great extra income. Now, how does it work? Once you have it set up, this is what the customer sees. We have a map here. We have a list here. Right now, there's only my farm on it. So if you're watching right now from the New York, New Jersey area, and you want to do the experience, yep, come here. Obviously, you need to book it first, right? So the customer books it here. We have a booking calendar to get a bit information here on what it is about. We have here some pictures as well. So that's what you need to do as a farm as well. Take some pictures of your equipment. You can use whatever you have already as long as it's technically functioning, right? That a great hatching experience can be provided. And as long as it's not like, dirty or anything like that, right? And so here we upload some pictures, right? And that's where the experience can be booked. You can set your own price as a farm. So depending on your area, might be more, might be less. I've seen experiences for $400. I have seen on other private website somewhere for $100. It depends how much you want to charge. You can have multiple kits here. I have 6 old incubators. Well, old, they are a couple of years old. They're all working. But I don't use them myself anymore for hatching. I upgraded, so I still had them around. They're working fine. And so I have 6 of them. I had 4 out last month. So, I know of people who run more. Some people run less. It's up to you. Here's a little description as well, what it is. So the customer can look at that. Here are some reviews. There was a recent customer left me a review. Thank you again, Jenny and boys. I was very excited to see that you guys had good success with. She was hatching some Jumbo White, as we can tell here. Her sons enjoyed it a lot, the experience there. We had a little issue with the heating plate, but that was resolved. So thanks again for that great review. So yeah, this is where the customer books. They book ahead of time, right? And that booking is being then, you get as a farm, you get a text message and an email about that you know that you have a booking, right? And you will see that booking in your interface. But I just wanted to show first the customer experience. The customer gets emails as well. They get then text reminders as well. And the customer can log in here for the online course where we provide, it's tailored towards children, can be any age to children, but if they want to do the online course as well, they need to be able to read, and anything elementary school level kind of, And yeah, so that's basically how it works from a customer experience. Now let's dive into it, how you set that up as a farm in Quail OS. That's the wrong screen. Here we go. In Quail OS, when you're logged in, we have here in the navigation menu on the left, it says rent a hatch, and on the first screen you see your bookings. So you get the customer's email address and the customer's mobile number that you can get in touch with them. I don't want to show that here right now for privacy reasons. I don't want to publish here right now the phone numbers of my customers here. But what I can show you is the calendar which comes with it. So this shows now in April is a bit less demand. It's after Easter, right? But you see basically how many incubators are booked, when a booking ends, when a booking starts again, right? So you have that information in here. You can have blocked periods. For example, I like to go a lot of camping in the summertime. So I kind of just block that here from June till September for my farm. I just want to lean back there, and it's the summertime. A lot of people go on vacation anyway. They might not do the hatching experience, so I have that blocked out. Then the important step is the rental kits, and you can have offer different types of kits as well. Let's say you have different types of incubators, then you can make separate types here. Or if you're a farm who has quail and chicken and you want to give your customers a choice, then you have one kit here for quail and another one for chicken, for example. But here, up here, you add your incubator type. I already have this one in here, so I just go on edit and show you how it works. So I give it a name, I put in a description and make clear what's included, right? So it comes with the incubator, it comes with the brooder box, it comes with heat lamp. Actually, let's correct that because it's a heat plate. Here we go, we want to be up to date here. Right now I have in there 24 quail eggs. You can do it with 12. I did that with 12 actually many times. And then for the feed for the chicks, right? So the family gets everything, one package that they don't have to do anything else than picking it up from you, right? And then we have the waterer, feederer, bedding. I use puppy pads, for example, for that. You can see that here in the images. And that's about it. And then the hatching guide online training is provided through the rentahatch.com website, for which you as a farm get an individual subdomain. And I show you that where you can configure that as well. So you can use that for your local marketing as well. Then you upload some pictures, maximum of 4 pictures. I already have them uploaded here. They need to be not too big from a size perspective, that they load quickly on the mobile phone as well. And then you set it active and save it. That's really it. I save it as well because I made a little change. And that's it. The communication tab just shows you what we have enabled here. So we sent that out, all the different notifications. The financial tab shows you then when you get paid, how much you get paid for it. As a platform, we take 15% fees, which we use for credit card processing fees for the work what we did and what we still do, maintaining the website, and also advertising. We run national, so when a new farm pops up somewhere here, then we actually run in your area commercials online as well to help you to get started. And then you have the review tab where you see your customer's review and you can decide to set it public or not, and provide a public reply to that review as well. So I just made the new website, so you know it's all new. We're gonna see more here. And then we have the settings tab here as well. So obviously here it says it's live. Then you have different booking modes, kind of. You can let your customers decide on the exact dates. That's why we have here on the website as well a hatch calculator for the different type of birds, what you can offer. And so you can say exact dates or kind of monthly slots if you want to have that all the customers, if you have multiple kids, come out the first of each month, for example, then you can change that here. I like it to have it, give the customer a choice. I have 6 incubators, so I can be a bit flexible there. So this is the subdomain what you get, so you can have your farm name in there, and then you can post it when you do marketing for it on a local Facebook group, for example, or a homeschooling group. Then you post it with rentahatch.com/ and your farm name, right? Then we have this public bio here, right? That's what you saw early on the Rent a Hatch website. And then we have also here pickup and scheduling instructions. That's being emailed to your customer when they confirm the booking. So you can put that in here, like I have here. I want that they arrange the pickup, the time, right? And have a big communication with them before they pick it up. And then you have your payout preferences. Do you want to get a bank transfer or a seller, right? And then you save those settings. So once this is live and your kit is live there, and you're ready to go. Then you're ready to take bookings. Then you do a little bit marketing. We have marketing options if you wonder in Quail OS as well. If you want to do a raffle, for example, let me show you that real quick as well. So the raffle is in our marketing section here and online promotions. So that's exactly what I did, right? So 6 weeks ago, I went on a local Facebook group. I guess Facebook is kind of public, but it's a local group, so I don't really want to show now all the names and stuff. But I basically had a post there where I said, listen guys, I want to give back to the community. I posted some of my pictures there. I said, we raffle off a hatching experience, normally worth $200 for free. Just leave a like, and if you want, share it or tag somebody, right? Then I basically copied all those names in here. For simplicity, I just type a few in here, but you get the idea, right? You put all the names in here. In this case, I use the Rent a Hatch logo in the middle there. You can upload your own farm logo or upload a video as you like. And then you can record it as well as a video down here, right? Right there. And you can actually download, the light went off. Hey Google, lights on. Then you can download that as an image as well, so as a proof that you have actually really raffled it out. It's better than these Facebook raffles because Facebook raffles are, if you connect a weird app to your Facebook account for privacy reasons, I don't really recommend that. So that's why I have built that in here. So you can record a video when you spin that and then you can download that. Or you just download the winner in the end. So it's really up to you how you want to do that, right? And once this is done, here in this case, Mary is the winner. So you can notify the winner. And of course, provide that free rental kit to the winner. Obviously, like what I did to the winner as well is, you know, I said, listen, I only know you from Facebook. Do you mind if I take a picture of your ID? Or, you know, I delete it after when you bring back the kit, but I just want to know that you really are who you are, right? We don't want that anybody runs off with that good stuff. And yeah, so that's how I did the free raffle. And it was great that mother with the little girl came back later with the chicks, right? And the little girl wanted to see her with the mommy birds, the daddy birds, right? And so it takes about half an hour of your farm time, right, to do the pickup of the kit and then the return of the birds. And the communication in between is handled by me and my team with Rent a Hatch. You know, we have the phone number there on the website. The customer gets it when they actually book, as well as an email address. So if they have any questions about the hatching experience in the meantime, we are aware of that this is going on, and we can do all the communication that you have time to focus on your animals while we do the support for the customer. That's the reason why we also take the 15% commission when there was a successful booking. When the booking is done, you mark it as returned the kit in here. I'm just jumping all over the place, sorry. In the interface, in the booking interface, and then we know, okay, the customer's happy. We see that with the review as well, and then we pay you out the money you have earned. And that's how I made $800 in the last 6 weeks with 48 quail eggs. I had 4 experiences, and yeah, awesome. The people were happy, I was happy, and most importantly, the birds were happy too. And I needed some extra birds on. Anyway, I mean, it's busy season. A lot of people want to buy chicks, you know. So that's how rentahatch.com together with Quail OS works. Now, one more feature. Let's do a feature alert.
New feature alert in Quail OS.
I had a question, and the question was, Christian, is it really that you can file with Quail OS the MPIP form with one click? And yes, the answer is yes, you can. So here are my orders. For privacy reasons, I'm hiding the names and streets, and you see once it's proper configured in Quail OS and you get your online orders from eBay or from your Shopify store, from Amazon, from whatever shop system you have. If we don't have it yet with Quail OS, then still, you know, get in touch with us, and we code that within a couple of days, test that with you, and we hook you up with that. But eBay you can already hook up, and Shopify you also can hook up. You just need to open a support ticket that we configure that together with you in a quick online call. And then you have the orders in here, and then yes, it's one click, submit to MPIP. It checks your setting, and then the MPIP database is not the fastest. I mean, that thing was coded or programmed by somebody, I don't know, 20 years ago or so, whenever after the internet was invented, I guess. So it runs in the background. In the meantime, I can do something else, right? But this is how you do it. You click here and submit it. Then it goes into your MPIP portal, right? Here is my portal. So it's in there as a draft. For privacy reasons, I use my own name here. It copies over what kind of eggs, what is it, right? It fills that all, pre-fills it. Obviously, the producer is already in there if you're with MPIP, right? But it copies over all the buyer's information here, the purchaser. And normally there would be a button down here where you say submit to OSA and email to purchaser. And that's it, and you're done. You don't have to copy paste anymore. It's really, really straightforward. You see here, this one is filed. And I can actually look at that form now here within Quail OS. I don't want to do that now because it would give away the customer's name. I want to protect my customer's privacy. But if I would click here, I would actually still see the PDF generated by the MPIP database. And what we do is we print it out and put that in, even though there's just the one signature initially on it, because we don't have time until our OSA is approving all the reports we are filing. They do that once a week, but we ship out every day. So yeah, so that's how MPIP filing works. So here, this one, same story. If it's one or multiple products, that's not an issue, right? And how to set that up, you go in your settings, and we have here the MPIP automatization. This is not a fake number, that is my MPIP number here in New Jersey. I got lucky, I guess, 456, so that's my number. My username and password. Your password is stored here, encrypted, right? So as you can see, I can't even see my own password here anymore once I entered it, right? And then we have certain trigger keywords, because you might sell other products online as well, other than eggs and chicks. But here you configure based on what keyword in the product name on your online order, that button should show up on the other page there. So initially you set that up here, you hit save settings, and boom, you are done. Then the MPIP database is connected to Quail OS, and you don't have to manually copy paste anymore. So yeah, that's that. Where you find trainings and more information, also within Quail OS. So we have here a library where there's a lot of information about the news I reported last week, for example, the new USDA standard for product of USA, or briefings when there is changes in shipping rates, or other good stuff, right? How to take payments with credit cards on the farmers market, or all kinds of stuff. That you find in the library. We also have the academy, and here is a course, how to become a rentthehatch.com vendor, right? This is free. You can go in here. There is a couple of chapters. You can download here a resource. You see here a video from me last year. I was fully shaved. You can watch that. Short little training videos, how you, well, basically what you heard now in a little longer version, how you prepare the kit, and then how do you do marketing, for example. So you can download that here, all those resources in our academy. So that should help you to get started. You see here all your learnings, or if we go back, oops, that was a wrong click. If we go back here, you can see most of the courses are free. More advanced courses, one-to-one kind of courses and so on, there is a fee for them. And we are looking for more teachers. So if you have certain farm knowledge and you want to share it, sign up, and we run your course here on Quail OS Academy as well. If you need any support from me, if you find a bug in the software, or if you need help to hook up your online store, if it's an online store we don't have yet, you can click here on help and support, and you see here request a feature. If you think something is missing in Quail OS, or if you just need support, then just open a support ticket, and then if need be, we schedule a quick call online and get it sorted out for you, or I answer it straight away within the ticket system in here, where you see here down there your feature requests or your support tickets. If you want to stay up to date what's new in Quail OS, we got the release notes here. We have a public roadmap here, so it's constantly being developed. If you want to know how much does it cost me, we have, once you're logged in, you can start for free. Certain features cost a bit money. When we run advertising for you, like on rentahatch.com, if you use certain AI features like that little voice control button where you can log your mileage on your vehicle via voice commands, egg collection, all kinds of stuff. Here's a little helper, explains you what you can do actually with that voice command button here. It's great. You know, in one hand I have the eggs, in the other hand I talk into what I collected. Very, very, very easy to use. And that's it for today, I would say. I hope you guys enjoyed that little live stream today. If you have questions, leave them in the comments, or you know now how to get in touch with me. I wish you a great start into the week. I know it's busy season for everybody. So, you know, I cross fingers that all those chicks you have in the incubator hatch well. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a great time. Don't forget to leave a like. A like is always good in case you're watching this on YouTube, and a follow. And I get ready now for the Amazon live broadcast, what I do also on Mondays together with my doggy Hazel. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you around, guys.